Hey everybody, welcome back to the Glom Initiatives YouTube channel. It is Tracy Lamar Ray. Thank you for tuning in. Let's talk about avoidance. We all can relate to not doing things that we need to do or want to do from time to time. But why is that? Why do we avoid and procrastinate taking action on the initiatives that we need to accomplish? Could it be that we procrastinate because we are overwhelmed? Or could it be that we procrastinate because we don't feel like we have the support or the resources to complete the goal or initiative? Could it be that we're in avoidance and that we procrastinate because of fear? Could it be that we are in avoidance and we procrastinate because we believe that we have a lack of time or insufficient amount of time to either begin and complete or just won't have enough time to execute well on whatever the initiative is? I think all of those things are true. There are so many things that keep us in avoidance. So how can we learn to recognize when we are avoiding and procrastinating and get ourselves out of that holding pattern and into a moving pattern, so we start to gain a little bit of momentum? First of all, getting out of avoidance starts with having a strong, solid plan. You need to know what it is that you have to do. And if you have a plan on how you're going to do it, science tells us, data tells us that you're more likely to execute successfully if you've created a plan. There are also some other things that we can do to help us move from avoidance and get us motivated and up and moving. The next thing that you can do is try to prepare yourself on the front end of executing an initiative before you start. Because if you're feeling more prepared and you have all of the tools that you need at the ready, then it's going to be easier for you to get moving. So I know a lot of runners, and there was a time in my life where I actually did quite a bit of running. And one of the tricks a lot of runners use is to prepare the night before. So in the morning, all they have to do is roll over, put their feet into the shoes, and hit the road. So sometimes runners will sleep in their running clothes. They will put their tennis shoes and their socks right beside the bed at the side table. And as soon as the alarm goes off, before you even put your feet on the ground, you're putting your feet in your socks and then your feet inside your running shoes, so you are up and gone and hitting the pavement. No coffee, no brushing the teeth, just go. That is pre-preparation for the goal, which is getting those miles in. And distance runners who are training for marathons and half marathons and ultra runs and all of that, they all know that their plan is that they have to track certain amount of miles every single week. And so to accomplish those goals, you have to plan and you have to prepare and you have to put the miles in, because you don't just hop up and do a 13-mile run or a 26-mile run or a 50-mile run without training. And so part of that training is preparation. So again, we're talking about why do we avoid getting started on things that we need to do and things that we have to do. Sometimes we avoid things just because it's not something that we really want to do, but it is an obligation of ours. So even in those obligations, we still need to be motivated on some level to begin, so you can start the task and then finish the task and execute and complete it. So another thing that we can do, other than having a plan and preparing, is we can partner with someone to get things done. So part of the avoidance and part of the challenge of not starting is sometimes we're just overwhelmed. So it's always easier, and again, the research and the data suggests and supports the fact that if you have partnership and support to achieve a goal or to get some work done, and it's the right support and the right partnership, you enhance or increase your likelihood of success. So think about who you can ask for support. Think about people that you can partner with to help you get that task done and make it easier and maybe sometimes even more enjoyable, whether it's a pleasure pursuit or whether it is a responsibility that you have to do. If you have to write a paper, see if you can partner with a friend who has some assignment or work to do, and the two of you can go to the library together, or you can sit down in a park like I'm in right now and get some of the writing or some of the research done. That makes you feel like you're not as alone in the task, and it gives you a little bit of a dopamine rush, and dopamine helps motivate you through the steps of executing and completing a task. So hopefully these 3 steps are something that you can think about and start to implement in your life, so you can take initiative on the things that you want to do and have to do, whether they be obligations or chores or whether they be pleasure pursuits. Hopefully that's useful information for you. We'll talk again soon. Thanks. Do you have the courage to show up for your own life? To realize your vision and unlock your potential, contact Glom Initiatives at 757-550-4987 or glominitiatives.com.